What is going on, InnerLoop family? Welcome to day 3 of week 2 of the Foundations of Self-Talk course. I am Mindset Coach Trev, as always, super pumped to see you here. Before we jump into any new conversation today, I just want to take 30 seconds here and give you a shout out. It takes a remarkable amount of discipline and focus and attention to show up day in and day out and put in work. Even if we're just here for 5-10 minutes max, it still takes dedication, and I appreciate you for that. So please give yourself a pat on the back here, and let's keep rocking and rolling. Today, we're not going to add any more information. Otherwise, we'd just be overwatering the lawn here. We want to give time for things to soak in. So instead, let's take just a brief moment or two here and recap. After that recap, I'm going to give you your daily challenge. Get back out there, get back to it, and we'll just keep rocking and rolling. If we go all the way back to week 1, day 1, here were the key tenets I want to make sure you take with you. The main idea is that your self-talk is influenceable, it's measurable, and it directly impacts your performance. We got to keep that in mind. That's the big picture. The words you say to yourself have an impact. Day 2, we specifically took a look at a handful of professional golfers and understood how they use self-talk. We saw folks like Jordan Spieth who talk to themselves a lot. We saw folks like Terrell Hatton who let their self-talk sometimes get the better of them. But then we also saw examples like Rory and Tiger, folks who have actually implemented techniques to work with their self-talk, whether that be the reframe and replace like Rory uses or the 10-step rule like Tiger uses. Day 3 of week number 1, we started just beginning that conversation, planting the seeds, the idea that your self-talk doesn't just live and die up here. It has an impact on your mind, your attitude, your energy, your body, and ultimately your performance. All these elements are directly impacted by the words you're saying to yourself. We finished up week 1 by taking a look at the data, understanding what are the main elements you're going to see in the InnerLoop app. Things like the round summary, things like the percentage breakdown of positive, negative, neutral, and instructional. Things like your heat map, so you understand how these trends change over a full round. And things like most common phrases, whether those be positive, negative, or instructional. These elements represent that hard data that, frankly, we've never had access to when it comes to the mental game. This then brings us to week 2, where we're at right now. This week has been focused on personalizing this conversation of self-talk. And the only way we can personalize it is by first raising our awareness. We need to know, what am I actually saying? When do I say it? What does it sound like? Without these details, we really can't change much. We can't do much to get you any better. Now, yesterday, we took this even a step further by understanding, after we know when I say it, and what it sounds like, we look at what impact it actually has. Again, on the mind, on the body, and on the swing. This puts you in a very good position. You've quickly gone from amateur to pro when it comes to self-talk. Good news is we're not going to stop there. So let me go ahead and stop word vomiting and let me dish you out the challenge for today. For today, I really just want you to get another practice rep under your belt. So get back out there, whether that's the range, the putting green, the course, if you have access, and actually record another practice session. Continue to push yourself. 10, 15, 20% more verbalization than normal. Some areas, just as, maybe something to work with, is pre-shot routine. Can you talk yourself through it? If that's too much, maybe just start verbalizing your target specifically. Maybe it's post-shot situations. After a hole wraps up and you want to spend maybe a few minutes just reflecting as you walk from hole to hole. Maybe it's actually in between shots. And maybe this is typically a space you're very quiet in. And today, actually, you want to talk. Be a little more active there. Have a conversation with yourself or with your playing partner. Wherever the opportunity exists, just work on talking a little bit more. Let's get a little more vocal, because more vocal equals more data. And the more data, the better and more clear this picture is going to be. And next week, in week 3, when we actually start experimenting with particular techniques and strategies and strategic ways to use your self-talk, this is all going to come together and make that work that much easier. So thank you again for joining me up until this point. We've done a ton of great work, and I really want to make sure we just keep that momentum going. So get out there today, record this practice session, analyze, take a look at the data, understand it, start to see these patterns and trends, and then I will see you back here tomorrow to keep this story rocking and rolling.